sport that it really brings the best and the worst out in you, I guess.
Just jump that last fence, Jack, come on.
But when you're really in with it, in the depths of it with your horse and everything, it's a great feeling when it pulls off.
Has he done it? Yes, I think he has. Yes,
he's done it.
200th of a second. Can you believe it? Michael Whitaker, member of the great Whitaker riding family.
He's, one of the best.
For me, it's a different day every day. You never know really what's going to happen.
Oh, clever.
You can be the best one day and, the worst the next day.
Yes, he can. There he goes. You say, not the fastest, 41.48, but it is the clear which puts him in front, and that's what counts at the moment.
In terms of show jumping, the Whitaker family are so dominant in this country, and Will Funnell, we have seen another magnificent performance there from the older generation of Whitakers.
I kind of vaguely remember like at 8 or 9, being dragged around on a Shetland pony. And then, can you remember?
What was like 4 or 5 or something?
Yeah.
Probably around 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Probably earliest memories.
For me, it was either being a show jumper or a farmer. I was no good as a farmer, so it's been a good career for me, I must say. Yeah, show jumping. John was he's 5 years older than me, so when I was like, say, 10, 11, he's already, 15, 16, and he's doing quite well. Well, he was doing very, very well. So it was just kind of a natural progression for me, And I did have at one point, I considered going into racing, because I was the right size, the right weight and everything. But then I got a really good horse when I was about 16, and I won loads with it, so that's what, then I just carried on.
I'd say I probably consider myself a bit more of maybe a natural horseman than a natural rider. I think it's show jumping as a sport and as a skill is something I think you have to you learn. I think it's a bit how you're brought up as well around horses. Like you pick up on what your dad says, what your dad basically tells you, or whoever tells you what not to do and what to look out for in a horse. You can tell a lot of horse by which way his ears are moving and its facial expression.
You have to get confidence in your horse, and your horse has to get confident in you. It can be, it can be instant, but often it's not. It's something you have to work on, and sometimes you immediately know. You get on one, and you think, right, this is an absolute world beater. And other times you can get on one and not really think it's anything really special, but then, the more you do, the better it gets.
Just got to keep convincing yourself it's a Grand Prix horse one day.
Yeah.
Belief.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I've got a couple actually. That Los Angeles is one, because the individual I was winning after the first round. There's only 2 of us jumped clear after the first round. I was one, and my mare, she was a little bit spooky at water, and they built a combination the night before, and we could actually see it was a bit tricky. We could see it, and the trainer said, "You think we should go practice?" I went, "No, she's all right now. She's jumped them 4 times." Then that caused a problem. That cost me a gold medal, actually. So if I'd have gone training when he said, we might have had a gold medal, individual gold medal. To be honest with you, we weren't given a lot of chance as a team, because it was kind of a bit of a makeshift. It was the first time they stopped, they stopped the professionals going, actually. So they just kind of made a team, right, sort of quick, 6 months before, say, right, you can go. So they didn't give us much of a chance. But we had a really good team spirit, and it kind of gelled. The whole team gelled together, and we pulled it off. Yeah, it was unbelievable. It's probably one of the highlights still, actually.
None of this would be here. We wouldn't be doing this now if it wasn't for him. He started it all. It's been there my whole career. That's all people really talk about is what my father did and what my uncle did and everybody else in the family, what they've done. It's whenever I canter into the ring, it's always Michael Whitaker's son. So I want to try and create my own legacy and try and create my own name and try and build my own career, but I 100% want to keep the family name going. I'm obviously better off with the Whitaker name than without it. I'm so lucky to be born a part of this family, and if I want to become a show jumper, I couldn't have been born into a better family to do it. I think they said last time there was like 15 international show jumpers in the family, which is a lot.
Yeah, it can't be a coincidence, can it? Because there's so many of them doing it, and at a very high level as well. Like Stephen has 4 kids and they're all doing it at high level. John has 3 and they're all doing it. I think my 2 girls, the only 2 girls that the only 2 that don't ride in their own family.
It's difficult to find a show that a Whitaker isn't at, and all around the world.
I suppose it is a little bit of a dynasty, isn't it? When you look at it, must be about 15 riding. So
I want my family to be proud of me, and like my father was he's my idol. So I obviously want him to I want to try and make him proud of me, and my family. So it's just kind of, I guess it kind of works together. I guess if I'm doing well, I'm proud of me, and my family's hopefully proud of me. So.
Yeah, it was very important. That's why you were in it really. You were in it to win, and it was very important. It kind of keeps you going, really.
Yeah, I think to them it's as important as it is to me. As a family, we're also a team it's the business, it's the family business, So they're in it as much as I am. And but also that can be turned on its head. Like when it goes wrong, they know it's as devastating, because they know how annoyed I get with myself. It's as devastating to them it is to me, and I feel bad. Everybody at home is putting in all the work, and then it's me there cocking it up at the show. So it works in roundabouts, I think.
It seems to take the pressure very well. In fact, the more pressure, the bigger the competition, the better he seems to ride, which is a good thing. And then again, though, I suppose he's been around it his whole time. I always encourage him to, I said nerves is a good thing. If you've got nerves, it means you're trying, use them in a positive way, so.
There's never been any pressure to compete well. I think it's just the pressure I put on myself, because I know everything that's going off at home is there for me to go and compete well, So that's the only pressure that I feel. But I think it's all the pressure that's just I put on myself, really. But it's good pressure. You need a bit of pressure, I think, a bit of nerves to go and do it. I don't think if you felt the nerves, you felt the pressure, you wouldn't be wanting to win as much.
Yeah, obviously, it's it's nice when he wins, and it's nice when he goes well. But I know that doesn't happen every time he goes in. So you have to accept as long as he's gone in the right attitude, and things do go wrong. So you have to accept it. But it's nice when he wins.
But as a competition rider, it's to go and win, and watching other people, especially watching other people win. I think it's not jealousy, but it's more like I guess you probably could call it a bit jealousy. You want to be winning, So when you're seeing them guys win, it kind of drives you more.
Yeah, I do. I see quite a bit of me and Jack, but he's watched me all his life, so he's bound to rub off a little bit onto him. Watching me every day, but then he's also got his own way of doing things, which I've really encouraged as well.
Where do you start? It's difficult to say that you want to go to Olympics, you want to go to Europeans, you want to go to the World Championships, you want to go to World Cup final, but that is what you want to do. That is the aim goal. World number 1.